And we are live. Welcome to the Blue Chip Scouting live stream. It's Jared Feinberg and Mike Hernshin. I said your last name wrong. Sorry about that.
Almost got it. Don't worry.
Almost had it. Almost. I knew I said it wrong as soon as I said it. I'm like, I said it wrong. Dang it.
All good, Jared. All good. You come closer than most. So
Right. Well, guys, Panthers fans, it's finally that time. 7-round Carolina Panthers mock draft on the Draft Network mock draft machine. Let's get into it. Let me pull it up here.
By the way, shouts to those at TDN.
Yes, big shout outs to TDN for excellent content on a weekly basis. You know, great mock drafts week in and week out. I mean, they do incredible work over there. So shout out to Joe Marino, Kyle Krabs, Trevor Sycamore, Benjamin Solak, and the rest of those guys over there. You guys are doing a great job. Hope to one day have you guys on at some point. So here we are, 7-round mock draft for the Carolina Panthers. Mike, do you want to trade up at all? Are you considering it?
No.
At all?
No. And I'll tell you what. So you and I have had this talk a lot. One, the Panthers shouldn't be trading up for a quarterback in this class unless they come away with Fields or Lawrence. They're not going to. Those guys are going 1 and 2. I'm of the belief that you should not trade up for trade up into the top 10, or if you're in the top 10, trade up further to get the third or fourth quarterback in a class, which is what would be happening with Carolina. So absolutely not. Just stay pat at 8. Listen, this team went 5-11, right?
Yep.
With Teddy Bridgewater. The defense is good, just really young and inexperienced. The offense, you're honestly like a quarterback and some offensive line help away. Heard it on the TDN, I think it was Draft Dudes this morning, where the Panthers have had a different left tackle every year since Jordan Gross retired. So that's my area that I would want to fix. And at 8, you can get that. But if you trade it up, you lose your second round pick, and you no longer can do that because there's going to be 7 going in round 1. So
they don't have a second round pick next year, and they probably wouldn't have a first round pick next year either if they decide to trade up, and that would leave them with just a third round pick to start their draft next year. So I think that'd be less than ideal for Panthers fans, and that would be less ideal for my mental state. So
not only that, just you have 1 year of Darnold, so you might as well take advantage of it.
Exactly. But if Justin Fields is there at 8, they have to seriously consider that. And that's what we will do if Fields becomes available at 8 in this mock draft. So
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that there's like a 0.1% chance that happens.
Yeah, I don't think Fields is making it.
Even with the reports today saying that now the betting favorite for number 3 overall is Trey Lance, which means that in 3 weeks we've had 3 different players rumored to be the favorite at pick 3. It's
going to be Justin Fields more than likely. I don't think. I
have no idea. I just hope to God it's not Mac Jones. So,
wishing my parents a good night. So, there's that.
Oh, I thought it was a special lady friend.
Oh no, very single.
Anyways, ladies.
Very single. Yes.
Moving on.
All right. Moving on. Let's go ahead and get started.
All right. Let's see what this trade offer.
Let's see. Denver wants to move up. They are offering pick 1 spot. Not really interested in that.
See what the other one. Hey, there's another trade.
I'll decline that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't. Oh, whoa. Okay.
So New England. I've gotten this type of trade offer when I have done a Panthers mock draft. Just tweeted it out to see what fans think about it. I did this exact same kind of trade in one of my previous mock drafts where I had Carolina trade back with New England, and then Carolina trades back into the first round to get Caleb Farley. So,
do me a favor.
yeah.
Just hit counter offer first, because I want to see what quarterback they're trading up for.
Well, there's the most of the deal. Justin Fields is available. All right, so
okay.
So
Hang on.
Let's
Because it's Fields. Because it's Fields. And because it's the Patriots. And they're going to be very desperate, right?
Yes.
All right.
You got to consider it if New England is offering that type of trade. And now
I think you could get more. I think you could get more.
You could definitely get more, but
because they're offering a 1 and a 3, right?
Right. I think that's what it was. If I can
go back to the trade option there.
There we go.
What is it? 1, 3, and 2 4s. Get rid of one of the fourths.
I'll just do that fourth. Maybe get a next year 2.
I was thinking, hey, they're trading up for a franchise quarterback. I'm thinking next year's 1.
A 1 next year?
Yeah. Okay. No. All right, then let's go with the second rounder next year.
Well, let's just discuss this real quick, because I know Panthers fans are kind of in a frenzy with this, and saw some Panther fans really saying, is it really worth trading back when you have, let's see who's on the board after Fields. You have Rashawn Slater there, and that would fill an easy need at left tackle. Mm-hmm. Surtain is there. Horn is there. Darisaw is there. Farley could be there. Could be a pick there as well. If the Panthers trading back, it doesn't. Yes, you're missing out potentially on a very, very good offensive tackle in Rashawn Slater. You're missing out on some really good high-end talent here at 8. And Panther fans will be mad if we decide to trade back with New England and they get Justin Fields while having Cam Newton. Do you see kind of the
and as soon as I said that, I realized that. And here's my thing. If you trade back to 15, your number one need is still offensive tackle, right?
Yes.
Then when you look at the teams that need an offensive tackle, you could see the Eagles, the Chargers, and the Vikings all go offensive tackle.
You got Dallas potentially as well.
Which, here's the thing. Now, are all of them going to go offensive tackle? No. But when you get to 15 and you're dealing with the 4th offensive tackle, you still have your pick here. Now, who's starting at left tackle for Carolina right now? Is it Greg Little?
Greg Little.
You can upgrade on Greg Little. However,
if you skip out on Rashawn Slater and you end up getting a Christian Darisaw at 15, that's not the worst thing in the world.
Is Darisaw going to be there?
Right, but I want to tell Panthers fans real quick, Darisaw is my OT2.
Same.
I have him ranked over Rashawn Slater.
Same.
I think Darisaw is really, really good. I think he's a top 15 prospect on my board. And if he were to pick for Carolina, whether that's at 8 or 15, they're getting a good left tackle anyway, who's going to struggle early on because he's got some technical stuff he needs to work on, but he is a great player overall. Great size, length, movement skills, great run blocker as well. I mean, he's a dude. He is a dude.
Yeah,
and Panthers fans need to realize this. If you trade back, you're getting more draft capital. Yes, you're also getting the chance of adding more talent and potentially good talent later on in the draft. And also it gives you an option of even trading back into the first round if you see a player available that you really, really like. And that's what I did in Mock Draft 5.0 when I had Carolina trade back with New England, take Christian Darisaw, and then they trade back into the first round, get Caleb Farley, and they're still able to keep a second-round pick 46, which was New England, and they end up getting Wyatt Davis. And that in those first 3 picks alone, that's an A+ mock draft all the way around. So, yes, you're going to miss out potentially on great talents like Justin Fields and Rashawn Slater, or even Patrick Surtain or J.C. Horn. But when you're trading back, and also you have to consider what Sam Darnold brings to the table, and he may not work out after year one, getting that extra one or that extra two from New England is huge in the future because they have a chance of trading up for a potential star quarterback in next year's draft. They could decide to send the bank and go after a Spencer Rattler or a Sam Howell or someone that emerges out of nowhere like we've seen the past couple of years, like Zach Wilson and Joe Burrow. There's again, and you just don't know about this.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna let you decide on this one. I would trade back because it doesn't seem like TDN thinks that Darrisaw is going to go as high as maybe you or I do.
I don't think Darrisaw is going to go top 10. I don't.
No, I don't think he is either. I think his ceiling is 13.
I agree. I wouldn't be surprised if he went top 10, but I wouldn't be surprised again if he.
I don't think he's going to go top 10. I am like president of the Christian Darrisaw fan club, and I don't think he's going top 10.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let you decide. You are the Panthers fan.
It's hard because if Justin Fields is there, you got an extraordinary talent at quarterback, but you just trade for Sam Darnold, and you don't have that second.
But you
round
have 1 year. You have 1 year of Darnold. Or sorry,
Sam
2
Darnold.
years of Darnold.
But is Fields
fully guaranteed?
Right, but would the Panthers really be willing to sit Fields that long? I don't think so.
No.
And I think they're going to have, and they may end up training Sam Darnold if he doesn't show really much ability, or they decide to cut him. But
I could see them using Darnold the same way the Eagles did with Bradford. When Minnesota had an injury, they took advantage of a very desperate team and traded him off. That being said, I think you do need to fix the offensive line.
I agree.
I would say Rashawn Slater with this pick because I think that Denver just needs Justin Fields more as well. So and it keeps the evil empire from getting Justin Fields. So now everyone wins.
I tweeted this out recently. I'm getting really comfortable with trading back.
Yeah. I also say this because we're now at like 12 minutes and we haven't made a pick yet.
Yeah, because like Carolina's now become an ultimate wild card of sorts because we're out here discussing for the last 12 minutes what the pick is going to be here.
Mm-hmm. I would go Rashawn Slater.
Let me look again at that. Let me look at the New England trade. So you get you trade back to 15, get an extra 3, get an extra 4, and you regain a second round pick next year.
That's probably going to be higher realistically than what you would have anyways, and what your record would be.
Right.
Chat, what do you think? We have people watching. Chat here. Put it in the field. Put it in the chat. Are we trading or are we picking? Go.
I really hope the chat.
Well, there we go. Hi, Tyler, and your amazing soccer pick. Ooh, okay.
Trade, bro.
Next year's draft's going to be stacked.
Defensively, yes. Offensively, maybe.
A lot of questions on offense.
A lot, yeah, especially at the quarterback position because there's a lot of wild cards. And I haven't really.
Jared, we got to make a decision. We're at 15 minutes, bro.
I'm trading back. I'm sorry.
All right, let's do it.
Panthers fans, yeah, we're trading back because I want to have that option of potentially trading back in the first round. If we get to 20, let's see. Let's get to 25. Let's get to maybe the really late team with like 20s.
All right,
see what happens. So
let's send the trade.
We're accepting the trade.
Yeah, let's let 2 more quarterbacks come off the board too, because Denver's going to take Matt Jones at 9 now.
The Panthers fans are going to be so bad.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they will. They will. Trust me.
You know what? You can direct all angry Panthers mail to at Rhule D _ Jackson. Oh no, there goes Darrisaw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Farley's there though,
Farley is there.
and Farley, Parsons, and Smith are there. So there is the risk of trading back. That's the risk that
I told you. To Aristotle, oh God, Tevin Jenkins went at 14.
Yeah,
he was going to be my next one.
There was an early run on offensive tackles.
Yeah, that's the earliest I've seen that offensive tackle run go.
Honestly, I would go Farley here. He is the
JC Horn's off the board. Patrick Surtain, easy. Send it in. Caleb Farley. Yeah,
Farley. It's Farley.
I don't care about the back injury.
Be a great pick anyway. So
I don't care about the back injury.
Yeah. So I want to stop around
25 is where 24, 25.
Pause. Damn. 26. Fine. All right. So here on the board,
what's there at offensive tackle? What's the actual board look like for offensive tackle?
Cosme.
Okay.
And they're going to get reached over.
Yeah, trading up for one of these guys. I think you honestly do have to trade up. The reason being that, you're at pick 39, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cosme's still going to be there. We just saw Tevin Jenkins go 14th. We just saw 4 go in the top 50.
Now, Cleveland is more of an best player?
Yeah, they're BPA mode right now.
Yeah, I don't know if they would trade back. I think they're going to sit tight. I think one of these 4 teams. I think the championship teams.
Yeah. All right. Then let's let them pick.
Yeah.
Try on.
Buffalo.
Wow. All right. Yeah. Let's do the Joe Marino special. Let's do a Bills and Panthers trade.
Yeah. And we all know how the relationship is with Joe Marino, or not Joe Marino.
Joe Marino has a great relationship, but everybody that's in Buffalo, everyone that's in Buffalo worked with Carolina.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, so we want pick 30, right?
Mm-hmm. We can send 32.
I'm thinking 39, and do you think 113 could get it done? Let's see what the machine says. Oh!
That will work.
Let's do it.
Send it in, baby. Back on the clock.
Okay. What's there at offensive tackle again? Bring that back up.
Cosme and Eckenberg. Eckenberg is one of my personal favorites.
You need someone that can start right away. Because if you go Cosme, Cosme is a better player than Greg Little was, but Greg Little wasn't ready to start right away. Yeah. And I think that you'd be getting yourself in that same trap. You need someone that you can line up right now across from, why am I drawing a blank on Taylor Moton? Mm-hmm. If you want to move Greg Little into guard, you can do so. If you want to move Eichenberg into guard, you can do that as well.
Right.
I think that the best one that allows you the most flexibility there is Liam Eichenberg.
Yes, I agree. And let me explain to Panther fans what the Notre Dame offensive tackle brings to the table. He is not the most athletic offensive tackle in the world, and it shows but he does a good job masking that on tape because he displays good fundamentals. He displays good hand placement. He's very technical as an offensive tackle, and his footwork and his fundamentals have really helped him become a very stout offensive tackle at the college level. I don't think there's really much more room for him to grow, but that's not really a problem for some offensive tackles that have athletic issues but have thrived at the next level because of having great fundamentals coming into the league. I don't know who for the Draft Network. Kyle Krabs ended up evaluating Liam Eckenberg. I was looking at this the other day when doing a mock draft for the Panthers. Eckenberg is, I believe, a day one starter at left tackle.
Yeah.
play style wise, I compared him to Mitchell Schwartz because they're both not the most athletic offensive tackles in the world.
Play style wise, not what they're going to become.
Yeah. Play style, like what they're going to become. Liam Eckenberg, who knows? But I believe he can be a day one starter, and he fills a big need for Carolina, and he can definitely provide consistency at that position for years to come because of his fundamentals, because of the smarts he has. And also he comes from Notre Dame. Notre Dame has always brought out great offensive line talent.
I mean, Texas does too, but I mean, the last one that was hyped up was Connor Williams, and he got moved into guard.
Yeah. And I don't think Eckenberg should definitely not be a guard.
I think that he offers that flexibility, and you can get your best 5 on the line. So let's put in the move for Liam Eckenberg.
Yeah, let's do it. So, no second round pick. No second round pick. We didn't get pick 46 in the trade. So, we're going to have to wait until round 3. Now,
that's fine. You've still come away with 2 first-round players.
Right. Exactly. You're getting some – okay, we have a trade offer.
Nope, we can't afford to trade more picks. We need more players on this team.
Yeah, I agree.
Go away, Cleveland. Now, okay, it's 73. So we've already gone corner. We've already gone offensive tackle. Now I'm thinking linebacker.
Your 2 biggest needs are gone.
Yeah, now I'm thinking linebacker.
I don't think a linebacker is really – no, I would wait
there? Let's see what's there. All right. So you need a tight end as well. Oh, Freiermuth had just stayed for 3 more picks. Then Freiermuth.
You feed a Melifonwu with one of my guys. Dang.
I mean, we don't need Melifonwu. We just got Caleb Farley.
Right, but it wouldn't hurt to.
I know. I know you need a lot of help at corner, but Freiermuth would have made a ton of sense. I mean, I've comped him to Greg Olsen, and I know that's very high praise, but I think they're very similar.
I recently completed Brevin Jordan's evaluation. I like him a lot. I gave him a high third.
Is he better than Ian Thomas?
Yes. Yes. I can say that with confidence. Yes.
Okay.
But they do have a need.
You completely deadpanned that. Like you looked at me as if I was stupid for even asking.
Yeah, I like Ian Thomas, but he has not shown the consistency that we've been looking for at tight end. And if you get Brevin Jordan here, dude's a baller. I like Brevin Jordan.
Okay, I have it down to 2 players. I have it down to 2 players that I would take.
Okay.
Brevin Jordan, because, again, I've comped Brevin Jordan to kind of an Evan Ingram, Jonnu Smith type hybrid player.
Yep.
But you just lost Curtis Samuel.
Oh.
You know exactly where I'm going with this. I think you do.
Dwayne Eskridge?
Yeah, let's get some speed.
I like that, but see, pick again at 96. I'm looking at I'm more of a fan trying to get depth.
Yeah, look at what else is there at wide receiver. We could get Jalen Darden in the 5th, but
you got Daz Newsome, Anthony Schwartz, speed guys. You got Palmer to develop. Because
you can get those guys in like round 4. So I see your point. And tight end falls off a cliff. All right, yeah. I'm going Brevin Jordan.
Safety is also a big need. They need a free safety because they cut Trey Boston. That's another big need.
Yeah, but again, you could come around at, say, 96, and sorry, Tyler Browning, but our Darius Washington is still going to be there.
That is true.
Hang on. I'm going to check the chat. True. It's coming in a second. I can sense it.
Oh, man. All right, let's go Brevin Jordan. I like it. Brevin Jordan's the top player on the board. I like Brevin Jordan. I like his tape. I think he can be a starting tight end at the next level. I think he can contribute day one. It could be a rotation between Ian Thomas and Brevin Jordan, but I think Jordan will, in the end up pulling away from that competition.
You can run
top 10.
them in different ways. You can have one lineup in line. You can have one lineup in the slot.
Exactly. You got versatility there, and
Yeah.
that's what matters in Joe Brady's offense. Is that you got to be versatile in the offense. You got to bring it. So I like Brevin Jordan here. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, 96.
There goes Richie Grant.
If
Darius Robinson at 77
somehow lasts, I swear, if Eskridge, nope, he's gone.
No, I knew he wasn't going to make it to 96. All right. No, I'm not interested in trading.
No.
Go away, New York. All right, show me the linebackers.
Well, I want to at linebacker. I don't think Carolina really needs to take a linebacker that could start soon.
Yeah, and plus of these guys,
they have Shaq Thompson, they have Denzel Perryman, who they just signed, who's very good against the run, and they also have Jermaine Carter, who really showed out as one of their top linebackers, and I think he will end up being their starting Mike linebacker next year. So I'm not really into linebacker.
Let's go safety then. Let's see what's there.
Safety, if my laptop works. So Gillespie and
Sorry, Tyler.
Oh, and Dallas is like 3 picks away.
Oh, it's even sweeter. Let's do it.
I'm fired for sure. I am fired. It was nice knowing you guys.
Or is he, Tyler? Or is he?
I think I am fired. Trey Smith is there. Oh, Trey Smith.
Okay? So we've got Eichenberg.
So many options.
What's the interior looking like on the offensive line?
For the Carolina?
No. I mean, like who's actually starting for Carolina?
Oh, I don't remember who's starting out.
Hang on. Why don't I check out our lads?
I think it's Dennis Daly or Pat Elflein or Cam Irving.
None of those names inspire confidence in me.
John Miller, he was consistent last year.
Okay, our lads has it as
did they bring him
Dennis
back?
Daly,
I don't.
Matt Paradis at center, Pat Elflein at right guard. All right, Trey Smith.
Oh.
You're welcome, Browning.
Lucky for you, Browning. Panthers
Watch him still not get to the Cowboys.
Man. So where Trey Smith? There you go.
Right at the top.
There you go. So Panthers get
they didn't pick him. They didn't pick him.
Pause. Wait.
They didn't pick him.
Should we trade up?
They went with Tufele. Yes. Let's go.
Is Tyler pissed?
Wait. I don't think. Keep in mind, we're like 6 seconds ahead of what they're seeing on YouTube.
That's right. We gotta wait for another comment. Oh lordy, man!
All right, so we're moving up from 120 to 111.
If we can.
All right. So Bengals second on the bottom. Okay. 4 and 222.
Yeah,
done.
That's easy. Making moves, baby.
Yeah, there we go.
We got Darius Washington. We are thriving today, baby. Panthers fans are still pissed. I know they are about skipping Allen Fields, but I'm the general manager. I don't give a damn.
I know we mentioned that 2022 has a lot of unknowns, but I mean, God, there's so many half decent tight ends that would be a first rounder in this year's class would be valued over Mac Jones anyways. You're fine. You're fine. I know it's the difference between Justin Fields and one of these guys, but I mean, Panthers fan.
All right.
I assure you'll be fine.
So I think a receiver should be an option here.
What do you need? Do you need more speed? Do you need more size? Do you need more possession?
You kind of have that speed with Robbie Anderson. He's your vertical threat. DJ Moore's more your all-around guy. That he is your receiver one. I think you just need a really consistent slot guy. Das Newsome could definitely be that. I know there are a lot of Panther fans that are Hills fans. Anthony Schwartz is there. I know there are Clemson fans that are Panthers fans as well. They'd love to see Cornell Powell there as well. You can probably take Cornell Powell probably later in the draft whenever Panthers pick here later on at like pick 193. He could end up being available there.
Yeah, he could. All right, let's see what are the top players?
Top players on the board consist of Drew Dahlman,
Nope.
Darius Williams,
nope.
Dalen Hayes,
nope.
Heath Taylor, Chuba Hubbard, your guy. I don't think the Panthers. I don't think they really need to get a RB2 unless they absolutely have to.
Don't need to.
James Wiggins, Joshua Kando.
Nothing is hopping out in terms of their needs. Nothing.
Then you get to receiver. Definitely not Javion Hawkins. I did not like his tape.
No, I didn't either.
So
you know what? Here's the thing. I have taken either Cornell Powell, Josh Palmer. Sorry, the cat's in the way. Cornell Powell, Shi Smith, Josh Palmer, Jalen Darden, and all of these. One guy I haven't taken in any of them is Daz Newsome, and it's a local kid.
But that probably more than likely extend the streak of the Panthers not drafting a Clemson player ever.
Have they never drafted a Clemson player?
They have never drafted a Clemson player.
Then you know what? Screw it. I am all about breaking barriers. Let's go, Cornell Powell.
I am not biased here, guys. I'm not being biased.
Okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The last time I tried to say that a team that had never drafted a player from a certain school under a regime was going to happen, I said that the Ravens were in no way even considering Patrick Queen last year, and I lost a head-to-head mock draft involving Nick Price and Jevin Daxon because I went with Kenneth Murray, and that didn't happen. So you know what? We're breaking that. We're gonna go.
Both linebackers are good. So.
Oh yeah, they were both good. I just wanted to be right. I just wanted to be right. Yeah. But I want to be right this time. I'm gonna go Cornell Powell.
I like Cornell Powell too. What Cornell Powell will bring to the table, I think you can really, you can continue to develop him. But man, I think he can really make an impact early on. I think people are really underestimating how good he was for Clemson last year. He was stuck on the bottom of the depth chart for Clemson for the last several years because he's playing behind guys like Amari Rogers, T. Higgins. Justin Ross at one point. Ross is going to be back in the lineup hopefully this year and be a top contender for receiver one in 2022. But Cornell Powell is really talented. He showed that plenty of times, and he really broke out against Notre Dame in the first Notre Dame game last year in that classic game. Cornell Powell, again, and he showed off a lot in the playoffs. I like him a lot. He's one of my favorite players probably in this range. Yeah, I think it's an easy pick, Cornell Powell.
Yeah, I like that pick. I have no complaints.
So, more than likely, this is probably the area where you'll have to help me out because I have not evaluated prospects this deep. The lowest grade I've given a player is Sam Ehlinger. He got an undrafted free agent grade for me.
I have camp body grades. You're good.
Yeah. That's more my camp body grade too. And I suggested a position change on my report.
Oh, wow. Yeah. All right. Show me the whole thing.
The whole shebang.
Whole shebang.
More
wide receivers.
Or receivers. And I'm telling Panthers fans right now, you don't have to go after a receiver in day one or day two because look how many good receivers are here.
These are all borderline top, except for Fehoko. Fajoko's the only one that really can get out of here.
I mentioned Felton.
All right, you mentioned doubling up on corners earlier, and I mentioned adding more speed.
Yeah,
but I've also picked Jalen Darden in so many of these, so. Right. Go back to corner. Just go corner. I think we need to double up. Let's see what's there.
Well, let me think about the cornerback position. There's Devin's guy or Jevin. Jevin's guy.
Bynum's my guy.
Here. I thought he was.
We both like him. Norwood's okay. Now we have one more pick after this, right? Or no, hang on. Check.
No, we're
I think
done.
we might. We're done after this. What's more important?
Yeah.
What's the most important position you need to come away with this last pick then?
So let me look at running backs, because I mean, you would like to add another running back to add more depth behind McCaffrey, and especially you just lost a running back that can be a starter anywhere else, and Mike Davis. You got Chris Evans there. You got Jamar Jefferson, Rakeem Boyd, Elijah Mitchell, Jared Patterson. I saw somewhere Patterson got compared to Devontae Freeman. It might have been whoever wrote this report. I was looking at it.
Yeah.
Jordan Reed definitely compared him to.
Yeah, I think it was
Jordan Reed who compared him to Devontae Freeman. So shout out to Jordan Reed for comparing Jared Patterson to Devontae Freeman. I like that comparison a lot.
I like it too. My thing is because of the size. I think Patterson's probably going to go undrafted.
More than likely. And also, he didn't test well, did he? I don't think he tested well.
He didn't test all that great.
Yeah, so he's probably going to drop more than likely out of the draft completely. Chris Evans, I've had a chance to look at his tape a little bit. This is a player that had flashed a lot of talent for Michigan when he was able to play. And you guys can read the report here on Chris Evans here. A little bit about what Evans was going through. He missed the entire 2019 season due to academic suspension, and then he returned in 2020. He was only used sparingly. So
I'm not touching Chris Evans in this draft. He's already 24. He's barely gotten any touches. He's had to sit out a year due to academic issues.
True.
There's too many question marks with him.
Yeah.
He's 24. He's a year younger than me, man.
That's wild. Rakeem Boyd and Elijah Mitchell are on the board here. I know
I'm waiting on a running back. You don't need to honestly. If you
can get one as a priority free agent.
Exactly. You have Christian McCaffrey already in the building. There's no need to waste another pickup.
Ooh.
Go for it.
Player I like.
Justin Hilliard.
Yes.
I don't mind Justin Hilliard. Especially as like a depth piece.
Yeah, for sure.
You can have him as like that kind of Chase Blackburn.
You can develop him like
who was the linebacker they had from AJ Klein, the former Iowa State kid.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of play that role where he can be a spot starter. You can develop him into a starter, but you don't need to really put much. Yeah, I like it.
He kind of reminds me of Jermaine Carter, but he wasn't. Jermaine Carter didn't have the injury history that Hilliard had. I don't believe. Carter's turned into a good starter for Carolina. Mm-hmm. I think Hilliard maybe down the road, if Shaq Thompson ends up getting traded, if he's developed further enough, and Hilliard is, the injuries are behind him, he's healthy, all that. If he can get those injuries behind him, I think he'd be a starter down the road. I'd like this as a late round pick, especially if this is your last pick in the draft. Justin Hilliard would be a good pick here.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, completes the Carolina Panthers 7-round.
The one thing we need to do, just kind of look over the picks one more time, and then see what the trades ended up being.
Yeah.
I like it overall. I mean, again, this is a team that's probably still a year or two away from being a playoff team. There's still a quarterback away. We didn't solve the quarterback issue, but we weren't really going to. And yes, I do realize that, like you said, Panthers fans are going to hate the fact that we gave up on Justin Fields. Got you more picks.
And look, this is a scenario that could definitely happen in the NFL draft. And fans need to consider all different types of scenarios. They can't just settle in on just, this needs to happen and that's it. That's all that can happen. Anything else is a bust. No, you gotta really look at the full picture. You gotta look at, okay, this could happen, that could happen. And here a scenario here in this draft. The Panthers end up trading back with New England,
right.
who then they got Justin Fields on the board.
Let's see so again, Farley, Eichenberg, Jordan, Smith, Washington, sorry, Browning, Cornell Powell, and Justin Hilliard, and then let's see what the trades were, because I actually do like these trades. And then, okay, so Justin Fields for Caleb Farley and Trey Smith.
That's not bad.
That is, and did we trade 120? Yeah, okay, so it's actually our Darius Washington, Trey Smith, and Caleb Farley for Justin Fields, and we still have a second-round pick next year. That's 3 starters.
Yeah.
And then Eichenberg for ETN and Frank Darby. I'm cool with that. That's 5 starters.
I mean, and you look at this mock draft, and I'll go ahead and see if I can screenshot this on my laptop without causing any trouble on the stream.
Should be good.
Yeah. Screenshotting this, and then I'll upload it later. Add it to photos. And there you go. So, Panthers fans, here's the thing. Let's consider all options on the table. If Justin Fields is there, there's a pretty good chance that he ends up becoming a Carolina Panther. I don't have any doubts about that. But you also have to consider Carolina. It was reported by Schefter that they are looking to trade back, at least. I mean, they're listening or they're making calls to teams that could need a quarterback, or they might be calling teams that may not even need a quarterback and just want to go after one of the top players available, either Penei Sewell or Rashawn Slater, someone like that. Maybe even a receiver like Kyle Pitts. I know I call Kyle Pitts a receiver. He's a tight end, but I mean, you can call him whatever you want. Jalen Waddle, Jamar Chase, whatever. And also you have to consider this. If you trade back that far, you get extra picks. If you're able to get if you're able to get pick 46, as well as regain a second-round pick next year, you have the opportunity to trade back into the first round and get more good talent, more first-round talent all day. I take that all day. Now, here's the thing. If they decide not to trade back and they go Rashawn Slater, Penei Sewell, Patrick Surtain, J.C. Horn, whatever, I'm perfectly fine with that because they're going to get a good player no matter what at the 8th overall pick. I wouldn't have a problem with it at all. I think Panther fans need to have more confidence in Scott Fitter and Matt Rhule because I believe they know what they're doing. I think they have something good building here in Carolina. Even though at times people will be like, okay, what in the actual hell are they doing? Like with the Sam Darnold trade. No one really knew what the hell they were doing. No one really knows what the hell they're doing, honestly. But I'm optimistic with Scott Fitter and Matt Rhule. I believe they're going to have something great building here. I think they already have something great building here. They've had a good offseason in free agency markets, a lot of one-year deals, but I think a lot of that's because of the lowered salary cap and whatnot. And they're also trying to make room for money for the rookies and also extension money and all that. So they're just doing what they can. And I know fans were kind of questioning, like, why are these one-year deals? So a little explanation to that. But yeah, man, you look at this mock draft, and if you told me this was the mock draft for the Carolina Panthers, or this was the draft for the Carolina Panthers after the draft was over, you get a starter in Caleb Farley, Liam Eckenberg, Brevin Jordan, Trey Smith, or Darius Washington. You have 5 potential starters right there in your first 5 picks. I'd take that all day. Yeah. Even a potential starter in Cornell Powell, and also Justin Hilliard, who could be a starter down the road. That is a home run mock draft, in my opinion. I love that.
Yeah, so if they pulled that out, I have no problem giving that like an A in the real draft. We're gonna have to see, though. I mean, a lot can change in 10 days. A lot can change in 10 days.
We can see the Panthers end up trading back, even before the draft starts.
Exactly.
So anything can happen.
Let's wrap it.
Yep.
That's gonna wrap it for today. For Jared, for myself, for the folks here at Blue Chip, thank you for tuning in. As always, like, subscribe, follow the folks on Twitter. And as always, buy the merch. And until tomorrow, y'all have yourselves a good night.
Peace, y'all. Panthers fans, keep pounding.